Hey everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds, and this is the Hookup. Today I want to talk about the Lucky Strike Sunfish from the live series of lures. I received this from Simple Fishing, simplefishing.ca if you want to check them out. The Lucky Strike live series of lures is all about realistic paint jobs. And you can see this, the realistic paint job. The fins have details on it. The color is meant to look like a sunfish. It's even got the blue streaks through it. It's got all the scales. It's a photorealistic paint job put onto the plastic of the lure. It's a jointed lure with 6 fabric joints in it, silky smooth action. What sets it apart from other lures with similar type of joints is it's got a rubber top, rubber bottom, rubber tail section. I like the rubber top and bottom. What they do is they hold the joints together. It's actually attached down the whole length of the body, so it holds all the joints and keeps it with a nice tight jointed pattern. You're not getting any super exaggerated movement in the water. You're getting a very lifelike movement with that rubber holding the body together. The rubber tail flapping through the water adds a little bit of extra turbulence there that you wouldn't get off the hard tail if the whole thing was just hard. So that rubber tail is really nice. Everything is super detailed. All the fins have the spines. They got a little bit of black flecks in them to just add a little bit of interest. Overall, just a really nice looking lure. In the water, of course, with these fabric joints, it moves so smoothly through the water. It glides back and forth. It looks like a real swimming fish when you're actually pulling it through the water. It is a sinking lure. It will sink if you drop it in and leave it. It has a weighted head, 3/4 ounce. It'll drop down to the bottom. You can retrieve it up from there. But on a steady retrieve, it's dive depth. It doesn't have a diving bill, so its dive depth on a retrieve is only 0 to 2 feet is what they say on the box. If you retrieve slow, you can get a little deeper than that, down to that 3-foot mark. So it's more of a higher level in the water for when you're retrieving. One way you might want to fish this is you might want to throw a bottom bouncer or a weight on the line, have this off on a lead, drop that down, and you can actually troll this as deep as you want. And because it has the weighted head, you attach it to that lead, it'll always be sort of head down, swimming through the water with that nice jointed action. You'll attract a lot of fish at various depths depending on how you get down to that depth. Or you can just leave it as is, pull it through that 0 to 2 feet, or go slow 0 to 3 feet. Or you can cast it, let it sink right to the bottom, and then just pull it at an upward angle, swimming up that way. Depends on where you're fishing it. Also depends on what you're targeting. In the spring, going after those big monster pike, you're going to be in shallow, weedy bays. You can troll slowly, skimming that 0 to 2 feet, skimming right above the weeds, looking for that ambush. You're going to be successful that way. Or you can drop it down to the bottom, have it dart up out of the weeds, like a small bait fish coming up and grabbing onto a bug or some sort of food, triggering that ambush, again, from the weeds from those big pike. If you're targeting walleye, you're going to be down deep. That's where you'll throw that bottom bouncer on, or that weight, or you'll let this sink all the way to the bottom. And you'll troll along the bottom as nice and slow or fast. Nice and slow to get a little bit of a wobble, look like a sick or dying bait fish, or just a normal speed and let it just mimic that realistic action and get those big predator walleye that are waiting down deep for an easy meal to smack it while you're trolling. Multiple ways that you can fish this lure, all of them with the realistic look of this, the beautiful action. You're going to have some success. It'll be hard not to attract fish with a lure like this. One point of concern I might have with the rubber tail, if you're targeting those predator fish, say a big pike grabs onto this, I'm not sure how long the rubber of this tail will hold up. Might get chewed up. It's hard to say. The rubber of the top and the bottom might get chewed up, but honestly, if that's happening, that means you're catching some pretty big predator fish and you're probably having a pretty good day on the water. All in all, the Sunfish from the live series from Lucky Strike is going to be a good, versatile lure that you can throw into a variety of situations, catch a variety of fish. You can drag it through shallow, weedy bays. You can get some big pike. You can put it down deep. You can get some big walleye. Drag it through a boulder field. Bounce the head off a bunch of rocks. You'll get probably some smallmouth bass pretty easily with this. It's going to be a really good, versatile lure for a variety of fish in a variety of situations, which is always going to be a great addition to any tackle box. So that's the Sunfish from Lucky Strike. Again, I received this from Simple Fishing, simplefishing.ca if you want to check them out. Browse their website. If you like what you see, use promo code TRUENORTH and you can get a 15% discount on your first subscription. If you like this video, hit those buttons down there, like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot for the channel. If you're not already, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds, on Instagram @TrueNorthWilds, and of course our blog site, truenorthwilds.com. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you outside.